This is not so much breaking news, but news that's going to develop over the weekend. It's Friday as we're recording this. It's basically Thursday night, Friday as this news is being let down. But senior FBI officials across the board are being asked to resign or actually face being demoted or maybe even fired. And this, as I said, is on Friday. Could be as early as Monday. This is a significant restructuring of the FBI, and this may be sort of the hopes and dreams of Cash Patel coming in fairly soon once he gets his confirmation hearing done. Several senior officials have been notified that they should either resign or retire because they'll face demotion or maybe being fired on Monday morning, 3 days from now. The directive primary targets executive appointed during the former Director Christopher Wray's tenure, including those overseeing critical areas such as national security, cybercrime, and criminal investigations. The move actually aligns with all that Trump has been saying and the administration is doing in the broader effort to reorganize the federal agencies, replace them in key places, as I've said many times, key places that essentially will bend the knee to Donald Trump. I'm saying those words specifically because it's what it is. Recently, the Department of Justice terminated over a dozen employees involved in investigations concerning Donald Trump. Folks that actually didn't pick the jobs, they just sort of got picked for it because they were up in line and then went back to their offices to do the regular work. But because they were engaged in the work of Jack Smith, they were seen as disloyal and were told they could not actually get their work done. They could not perform the duties of the president since they actually tried to, get rid of him before he became president again. This directive raising concerns, as you would think, about potential politicization of federal law and enforcement agencies. This is not the first in the 11 days of Donald Trump's presidency for 47, where people have been let go or asked let go or perceived the chance to go away, where the courts and their jobs and the unions and the way things work have been questioning what's going on. The biggest one so far is the major large buyout that he's essentially offering up to people that, as I've talked to people who are working in government and had that discussions, they said, yeah, you don't want this money. You don't want that smoke. Keep on working. And if you have an issue with your job, deal with your rep and go from there. Don't take this buyout because it doesn't really say what it really is saying out loud. House Democrats are, of course, expressing alarm over the sudden dismissals of all these people in key areas. And, of course, some Republicans are wondering just exactly what's going to be done when folks in those spots aren't there to do the work while things are being, while they will eventually be refilled and taken over. What happens to all the key data, all the mind loss you get from people who've been in these jobs for years and decades, all of a sudden taken over by new spots who may bring in some new perspectives, but everyone can't have a brand new perspective. You have need some sort of old head to keep things going. These are a lot of changes that Director Christopher Wray announced his resignation prior to Trump's coming in early because he knew what was going to happen. He got out of the way. Cash Patel is the one that is going to be more or less nominated as the one right now in the barrel to see what's going to happen. Chances are he'll make it. We'll see what on that one. But pretty much a critic of the FBI for all sorts of reasons, mainly shady things that Cash Patel has done in the past, and because MAGA folks like it when you trash those type of things. How the FBI became such a target of Republican hate, MAGA hate specifically, it's interesting. But the woke bureaucracy stuff that basically started back in Obama days, or the calling of the woke bureaucracy, and basically got expanded during some Biden stuff, is what we have to see here. So we have some people in very high jobs who are expected to be fired on Monday or demoted as things that don't really matter on Monday. And something that is not, it's not a surprise. It's not something that Trump has not done in his 45 tour and is going to do a lot more in his 47 tour. As I say often, I name drop Project 2025 and then back away because is this the right move for Donald Trump and the administration to get rid of all these high-ranking officials literally right now? At least wait until they have a director in place, wait until some things are going to go on, wait until they can actually move things through, instead of just having the acting director under the direction of Donald Trump. Just get rid of these folks right now and have a vacuum with so many things that could be issues coming forward. Your opinions on my opinion and the actual topic, very much warranted.